Who is
My
it?
God.
Overstock guy said Rudy was faced all the time. And I'm
Every
like,
night.
I think most of us that watched him on TV know that. When you could see, like, you could tell at what time the later appearances where you're like, oh boy, Hannity, yeah, face, okay.
That was a brown liquor moment.
Come on, don't you feel like there's still room for dreams? I feel like there's still time for Trump lawyers to quit and for it to be Rudy, just completely faced with the hair dye running down his face. Don't you think?
He added someone new to his legal team last night, apparently.
I know. Right, and then the guy that wanted the Sabbath off said, oi, never mind. Sorry to cause a whole
Let's get this over with.
Sorry to cause a whole Michigan in this Mishpuka. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, he said other people could fill it for him.
Well,
and it's okay, he did right.
And the late ad guy was like...
That means drunk Rudy.
Yeah, no, the late ad...
If there is a God, it will be drunk Rudy. Yes?
No, I was going to say the late ad guy is a personal injury lawyer. He's an ambulance chaser.
Right.
I know, and then we're like, did Trump kill someone? Accident that we don't know about?
Well, he kind of did on January 6th.
How many impeachable offenses are in my stack just today? Like the COVID response, there's like new and more like things
Yeah.
belongs like under the jail for, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like we haven't even gotten to the mass genocide yet, but that's in the stack, right? They're starting to investigate it's all coming out. It's all gonna.
Well, even the Georgia Secretary of State's investigating him for election interference.
Right, investigating that obvious election interference. You might think, okay, cute shirt. You want this top? Okay, so we have Joe Weinbach. We of course have Jody Hamilton and Charlie Pierce.
Yeah.
It is. I'm excited. It is magical the second time around, isn't it? It's still, because who was it last night? John Heilemann said about that thing. Like this is. I get it. The chances are they're not cowards. They're not going to convict. You just don't know. Here's the thing about cowards. Public opinion means something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And public opinion, think of this. It's already at almost 60% that think Trump should be convicted and not be able to run for office. That's before this trial has even started. The people have even seen a lot of this, what I'm sure is going to be very compelling visual evidence, some of which we've already seen. So
yeah,
don't underestimate their cowardice in that regard. A lot of these senators have decided they're retiring.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need to be scared of Cheetolini anymore, right? So we'll see. I think we should just, again, call, right? Just let's wait and see.
Well, I've also seen tweets and emails from some of our listeners who are saying, well, why don't they just do a secret ballot? No, I don't want a secret ballot. I want all of them on the record. Like you said, you show some courage.
That tells you everything about the cowardice of this party.
Right.
Everybody, even Republicans, are saying if it were a secret ballot, he would overwhelmingly be convicted. What does that tell you? They know he's guilty as sin. That's why they're making all these stupid process arguments again. And it's, just cowards. Oh, you know how I know that we're winning?
How?
Hashtag winning. Because my hate mail is getting fantastic.
Oh, I saw it on the printer.
Oh, the snowflakes are getting so triggered. Oh my God, your feelings crowded.
I know they're having feelings.
Chris, I'm sorry you had to see this. There is no punctuation, and I know how you are.
I get upset.
There is no grammar or punctuation of any kind.
I did get over it after I saw it.
Okay, well, then this won't be as okay. But if I could have some hate letter music,
okay.
And then I'm allowed to balance it. Okay. This is how I know things are not going well for Velveeta Voldemort. Mark, the subject line is Joe Biden. But, can I just say, the subject line is misleading, Travis, because it's not really about Joe Biden. It's about me. Yeah.
Oh.
It is about
Stephanie Miller.
And I.
It's about you. It's always about you.
Well, this one is. Okay. So, I just would like to point out that there is no punctuation of any kind. There is not one. This letter has gone longer without a period than I have. Hey, my point is, this is really, it's one long run-on sentence.
Uh-huh.
What kills me is listening to your stupidity every time you open your mouth is garbage. Why don't you put a .45 caliber pistol in your mouth and pull the trigger? Get off the TV. Well, presumably I would if I took the first suggestion. That would either again run on.
Right.
There's no new. Get off TV. The TV. either stupidest, dumbest, ugliest bitch I've ever seen or listened to. Grammars. In my life, you have zero knowledge of what the American people want. Trump was for the people. He did more for this country in 4 years in any other president. Did he mean he's inside any other, like a Russian nesting doll? Because he is a Russian nesting doll. Oh, he meant than any other president. He said in any other president did in 8 years. Joe Biden, again, just a continued thought, not really a cause of any kind. Joe Biden killed 1 million jobs his first week in office. Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about how many millions of babies he gets aborted? Boarded.
Oh,
Aborted?
I know Joe is going a lot for children, the new tax credit we talked about yesterday, but I did not know he was paying for boarding school for millions of babies. But apparently
he's there. He's
They're going on cruises.
or waterboarded?
no,
Doesn't say
he's boarding them.
how many millions of babies he gets aborted under his watch. You communist bitch.
Well,
Not even a period at the end of that,
no.
Mark, but okay.
Maybe you'll finish that sentence one day.
We're getting very, very exercised. I don't know, what could it be? But is it the second impeachment? What could it be? Could it be all the new things Trump is going to prison for, Mark? What is it? What is it, Snowflake? All right, that means I get to read a couple of love letters.
Okay.
Vote Blue says, I've been listening to Steph and the Mook since 2007. I've been to every sexy liberal in Madison, one in LA. I've had the podcast for 8 or 9 years. I've tried Super Beats, Casper Mattress, Plexiderm, among other things. Couldn't live without Steph in the gang. We thank you, as does Casper and Plexiderm and
Super Beats.
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Karen from Chicago, my boo-boo shmoo-boo-boo, said, I absolutely adore Stephanie Miller and the wonderful people who make this the place to gather every weekday morning. Chris is amazing. Travis is so sweet, genuine, and huggable. And don't get me started on Sean Comiskey, Jess, and sweet Chris. I love you all. I love you.
Chris is very sweet. And Krista just talked to Karen.
That is the only thing that's correct in that letter, is that Krista is sweet.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, I can't wait to get into stuff with Joe Weinbank. So today is what, Travis? Is their full arguments about? We could dispense of this in 30 seconds. It's unconstitutional. Yeah. No, it is.
It is
constitutional, yes. According to every legal expert, including conservative scholars. Yes.
He was impeached while he was still president.
Yes.
Just the trial for those charges.
Correct. There's just a lot of goodness, isn't there? Do we have? We forgot to announce yesterday where Lou Dobbs is retiring to. Because it's nice to have a nice place to retire to, isn't it?
Well, it's the high tourist season there right now.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that place. I don't remember what he was originally attempting with Waffle.
It was more the caravan was coming through Mexico, and I believe it.
Right. He tried to make it sound exotic and somewhere with some brown people. Okay. All right. Well, we wish him all the best in Waffle. With you know who else who retired there, Chris, is Dr. Furrier and also Dr. Gafar in Waffle. Yes, he also has a condo. He has a timeshare there.
I see.
Next to
Dr. Furrier.
Next to Dr. Furrier.
Okay. It's
try sending a package there, Dr. Furrier. No, in care of Dr. Hafar in Waffledar,
Mexico.
And if Tom Brokaw is dictating it to you, just forget it.
Okay.
No.